conversations and there's no expectations. We're having conversations before then. How you doing?
I'm great. How are you?
Good.
Good.
Hello, you guys.
Hey, guys.
This is Marvin.
And Amber.
And we are here for our first episode of
Conversing Before
Bed.
Yeah.
I didn't know if we wanted to say it in unison like we do all the other stuff. Conversations before bed or something like that. We gotta come up with a theme song.
We're gonna have a song for this, y'all. Yeah.
So guys, this is our pilot episode of Conversation Before Bed. It's something that my babe came up with a while ago, where she just wanted us to just talk about things that are just more near and dear to us. Topics that, you know, I guess you could put it on a vlog kind of situation, but, you know, we just prefer, you know, we got Liv down. As many of you guys know, you know, she's in 99.9% of all of our videos. Unless she's taking a nap, she's right up here with us. But in this kind of episode, you know, it's of course it's just us two before we go to bed. We put Liv down and you know, we just chit chat, you know, before bed. Yeah,
in real life, y'all, this is what we do. And I was telling Babe one day when we were in the bed talking, because we always just like talk for like a good 10 to 15 minutes before bed. You know, I was saying we should actually like, you know, do videos on, you know, some of the things that we kind of talk about, you know, and some of it's a little bit more personal. And, you know, although we are putting ourselves out there as far as doing videos and stuff, we still have a very private side to ourselves.
Super private.
Yeah, very private. So I think in one sense, the reason why we are doing this and are doing the videos is because we are so private. We have been so private for so long that, you know, sometimes it's like you just want to get stuff out and you want to kind of, you know, let a little bit out because you keep so much in all the time. So yeah, so that's the reason why we're here to talk to you guys. And I guess, I don't know, let's talk about our day, what we did today.
Oh, we gotta tell them first when to expect to see these videos.
Oh, well, yeah, we talked about doing it either once a month or twice a month. However, you know, if we, you know, start doing it and people are enjoying what we're doing, then we could pick up on, you know, how often we do it. But we're just gonna start out pretty slow right now, or when we feel like we just want to talk and share something with you guys.
Yeah. I look for any excuse to throw this on because we be real comfortable.
Real comfortable. We did this for you guys.
Yeah.
For this, we're very comfortable. As a matter of fact, when I was in the restroom working with Liv, because we just got home from church, then Babe was taking a long time because he actually like brushes her teeth and everything at the night, and I do it in the daytime. So I was like, what is he doing? And I'm like, babe, we're ready for you.
I was modeling in my new...
And he comes out, and I'm like, oh my goodness, you're ready to record? So I had to go put my pajamas on and wrap my hair up and all this, because of course I don't sleep with this on. I sleep with a nightcap. But yeah, I had to get ready, so.
Yeah. Well, again, we just gonna freestyle this thing, and as this grows organically, you know, we're gonna have different topics that we talk about.
Yeah.
But you know, today is just about talking about our day. We probably will break off into some other topics, which is how we normally communicate.
Yeah.
We believe in just keeping it funky. If we are gonna put ourselves out there, we need to put ourselves out there in a format that we actually are. That way, if any of you guys that have ran into us while on travels or whatever, you're gonna say, you know what, Marvin and Amber, the same people online that they are in real life. So that's something that's important to us, is to keep it 100 with people. So starting with our day, we really got into, we woke up fairly early.
Yeah, we woke up about 8:30-ish, or let's just say somebody woke us up. She came into the room.
She worse than any alarm clock.
Yeah, she just bust in the door, y'all. She literally would bust in the morning. Yeah. And she came in this morning, and Daddy was still asleep, but she woke me up. Right. And she climbed our bed, you guys. I think we said we were gonna do a video on it, but we just got like a new bed. But really, we just got what was it? We had a
it was a replacement Tempur-Pedic
of our bed,
of our Tempur-Pedic bed.
Yeah. And so the bed is like, it's like at least 3 or 4 inches thicker than our last one that we had. Yep. And so she can't climb up, I guess, from the side, so she just uses our stool in front of the bed, or our ottoman, or whatever you.
Where there's a will, there's a way.
There's a way. So I see her little self I feel actually herself coming into the bed this morning. So she wakes me up, and if you're like me, you have to go to the restroom right away in the morning. So as soon as she wakes me up, I have to go to the restroom. And then I come back and, we start talking, and then she's like really getting loud. And I'm like, babe, Daddy's still trying to sleep. So anyway.
I was awake.
Yeah.
But I was, how you just kind of be awake, but you're like, I'm not opening my eyes. I'm going to come back and get back to my dream or my sleep. And you just kind of lay there, and it's just like, it's time to wake up.
Exactly. So eventually he did, and he went to the restroom, and then we, I think I said, because I usually always, like, of course I read my word in the morning, and I was posting it on Instagram and all that, and then I said, okay, babe, I guess it's time for us to get up, because we had an open house, or what do you call it?
We went to an open house.
Yeah, open house today, and so we didn't want to be late, you guys, because they were serving food, and we didn't want to miss out on the food.
Which was the only reason we were going to the open house.
Because we've been to these houses before, but we did see a new house today, right? Was it? No. We ended up not going.
They were both houses we've been to.
That's before. Right. Yeah.
If you guys are new to the channel, we have an entire series dedicated to our house hunting adventures. We're not looking for a home. We're just having fun looking at homes. We've been in our current home for coming up on 5 years now.
We just passed 5 years.
We just passed 5 years in May.
Yeah.
And so we still like to just see what's out there, and we live in a suburb of Houston that's got a lot of new construction. So we literally did an entire, how many episodes was it? It's like 20 episodes.
20, I think, right? We stopped at 20, right?
20, a whole 15 to 20 episodes.
Yeah.
So go check those out, and I think you guys will enjoy it. It's really a play off of HGTV, if you've heard of it. It's a play off of their House Hunter series. It's just our version of that. But anyways, we have finished season 1, and so we took a little break from house hunting because it was like grueling, just making sure we had a lot of houses and stuff to show on our episodes. But now that that's passed and we haven't started up the new season yet, we still
like to go look.
Yeah, we still like to just look at houses. And we sign up for like all these different builders' emails. Yeah. So when they have an open house or new property, new builds, they send us emails. So that's what we started out doing. Is we didn't get breakfast. We just went straight to the to the free food. Yeah. And how would you have rated that experience as far as how
today? It was good. I liked it a lot because for one, we were earlier than normal because we're normally y'all like getting there kind of at the end, and it wasn't a lot of people. It wasn't super crowded. That was a good thing. So we were just sitting there at in the model home at the breakfast area, just enjoying the food. It was good, and then we were able to kind of browse and look at the house, even though we had seen it before. But we've seen so many houses, sometimes you forget. So we were able to kind of look and things like that. And like Babe was saying, we're not looking for a house right now, but we know in the future we will be getting another home. So we're also using our house hunting adventures as just a way to kind of see what's out there, and look at different builders and stuff. So we were able to take advantage of that as well. But what did you think about the experience today?
Well, I mean, just to give you a little backstory, we were notified that the event was going on, and so we always say, okay, we'll kind of lay out our weekend because we just are planners, and we're not planners because we think we a certain kind of way. It's just that our life, our whole relationship started in structure, and so we're free spirit more so. I guess when we travel, we're more free spirits. But in our day-to-day lives, we're very structured, and so we plan our weeks, we plan our weekends.
What we're gonna eat.
What we're gonna eat.
Yeah.
The frequency of eating.
Mm-hmm.
Where can we get deals? And so when the email came in about the open house event, I asked Babe. I always forward it to her.
Yeah.
I say, let me know what you think about this. Let me know if we have the time to do it. Because my baby is the master planner. We have our calendars on our iPhone synced up, so whenever I got something going on, I add it, she sees it, so we're always in the loop with what's going on with each other. And that's a major key, right, by the way, and we'll talk about that in a little bit.
Yeah.
But the builder had emailed that the event was going on, and then I think later on in the week, they emailed again that it was canceled.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, oh well, no worries.
Yeah.
And then they emailed us the day later, the day before, it was like Friday.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah,
it was yesterday.
It was yesterday, that they emailed us saying that it wasn't canceled and it's still on. Sorry for the confusion. So we were like, okay. You can't really complain when it's free food. So
I told Babe, I'm like, well, I'm excited because I was a little disappointed, just because like I just love house hunting for any reason, no reason. It's just fun, and then plus they had food like Babe said, so I wasn't tripping. So
yeah, and so anyways, when we got there, we asked the guy, what was up with that? That's you guys are a big company, so y'all typically, companies know when stuff is scheduled because y'all have paid people, I'm sure, vendors, all that good stuff. So the guy explains to us that and this is in our Daily Moves vlog, number 13. Daily Moves vlog number 13 is what we're referring to. But anyways, the guy says that they had property to show for the open house, and then all of a sudden they just sold all 3 of the properties. So that's a great thing for them. And they had to scramble to find something to show. So that's I guess they had some property that was on inventory, so that's what they showed. So the particular builder that we were looking at, we looked at a lot of builders, guys. And this particular one in question was Perry Homes. You may be familiar with Perry Homes in your city because they're nationwide, but they were at the top of our list because we have looked at a lot of freaking houses. Look at the episodes.
Heritage, D.R. Horton,
Lennar, Trendmaker, Anglia.
What's that one? K-Hub
Daniel.
Yes.
I mean, we ought to be realtors as many houses as we're looking at. Yeah. But we're just very I guess what's the word? Very I don't know what the word is, but we take our time with like everything, and so we move at our own pace. So anyways, Perry has always been like at the beginning of our at the top of our list because their homes look like depending on what coast you're watching this on, or what part of the world you're watching this on. In the southern part of the United States, Texas, Louisiana, Georgia, Mississippi, specific to Texas, a lot of our homes, the traditional homes look like kind of like steeples, like churches, where it may be the garage that's square, and then it may be one section is one room, another section is another room, but they all look like steeples. And so that's how Perry is built. It's kind of built like a church. Is the best way
to describe it. That's a good way.
Yeah, the houses look like churches, chapels. And so in my mind, that's always been the way a home looks like to me. And so that's one of the things I like about it, because it was brick all over, and stuff like that. At least in Texas, it's few and far between, and you learn that as you are a homeowner, a new homeowner, thinking about buying a home, that if you have a home that's surrounded by brick, that's typically a more expensive home. Most homes are surrounded by, what's that material called?
Sheetrock? Not sheetrock.
Shingles.
Not shingles. Panel. Wood panel.
Wood panel. Yeah. And so, for insurance reasons, it's like the best to have a brick home, because if you try to burn a brick house down, it ain't gonna burn down. So versus a wood. But anyways, after we left there, we went to
Bed Bath & Beyond.
Went to Bed Bath & Beyond.
Wow. And babe, I just have to say, we Liv and I in particular, we are always at this mall close to where we live.
Yep.
And this Bed Bath & Beyond actually used to be our entrance into this mall, and we would always go through there. And then a lot of times on the weekend, we would just go like window shopping. If you guys haven't figured by now, we love to window shop. We've always done that. I don't know, we just enjoy it. But anyway, so Babe was like, "You want to hit it up?" And I was like, "Sure." We hadn't gone. They used to be in the mall. I'm sorry, I forgot to say that. And then they moved to like another little shopping area, little, what do you call it? Like a shopping mall center.
Strip center.
A strip center, thank you. And we went inside. This was the best Bed Bath & Beyond we've ever seen.
Yeah. They
had a section of whole market inside of it, literally where they had like spices and treats and sauces and all types of foods. World Market. I'm sorry.
Is inside of the Bed Bath.
Yeah, the Bed Bath & Beyond, and they had another section. I can't think of the name that the lady told us, but basically it was like household type of like toiletry type stuff. Right. They had a travel section. I mean, it was awesome. It was a normal Bed Bath & Beyond plus all this other stuff. They had the nice wedding registry part that was there. I mean, it was just, we were in there for like a long time. And normally, when you go Bed Bath & Beyond, it is a nice sizable shop. But yeah, we were in there for a while. That was a really cool experience.
Yeah, I mean, I thought it was dope. I think that with Bed Bath & Beyond, what initially brought us there is that we love that they offer the coupons and you get 20% off.
Yeah, that they sent through the mail.
Yeah, I mean, we can't say it enough that we look for any and all ways not to pay full price for anything.
So true.
And I'm talking about like from the haggling to negotiating. I know that it's an art form to look for deals. It's an art form to cut, coupons and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. But a lot of times, we don't even use like paper coupons. We might just say, "Hey, what kind of specials you guys got going on?" And they'll say, "Well, if you sign up for our emails, you'll get 10% or whatever." And anything that will get us a discount, we like. So my point is that one of the things that brought us there initially was when we were doing the blender shopping, and because Bed Bath & Beyond is, well, let me backtrack a little bit. When you had your first apartment, I know we went like looking for towels and floor mats and stuff like that. Yeah. But when we really were like hitting it up a lot was when we were like, we've been doing it now anyways, but when we were doing our juicing and blending green smoothies, that's very trendy now. And so we would look for deals on certain items and of course use the coupon to help out with the price, of 20% off coupon that they send everybody in the mail. Yeah. So anyways, they had that section in there, but like Babe was saying, they also had a World Market store, which may or may not be in your city, but World Market is like, I guess, they have items from like literally all over the world. Decor, not toiletries, but like design stuff,
like house type stuff.
As well as food. And so they had all that, in one particular section, and they had samples
everywhere. Babe, we would be trying to move. Babe's like, hold on, baby, here's something else. Yeah, they had so many samples. Oh my goodness, y'all! But it was this one part where it was a lady at the booth, because all the samples were pretty much self-serve. But then it was one in particular where there was some piece of bread, like a sourdough bread, and some different sauces. There were like a barbecue sauce, a masala sauce, and a pork something. I didn't even go there, with the pork sauce. After I had the marsala. Now the first barbecue sauce was really good. Yep. It was just too spicy. But then the marsala sauce, oh my goodness. Y'all, I normally don't do this type of stuff, but I turned my back and I got my napkin that she had given me, the lady serving the samples, and I let it go. It was so disgusting. And Babe, I didn't know he saw me. He was like, "Babe, I saw you."
I saw you. I was trying to distract the lady so she didn't see him. Well, what you trying to say? Is something wrong with my masala?
It was disgusting. It was so salty. I don't like real salty stuff at all. Like, I just, different foods and dishes. I want something well seasoned, but this was super salty. It just had the most disgusting taste. And babe, I was gonna tell you, it had onions in it too.
Oh wow.
That's what that was. There was onions inside.
There wasn't meat in there?
It was onions.
Oh.
Because babe thought that was meat, and I was like, no, that's onions.
We stopped eating meat about 2 months ago. We're just strictly plant-based, and occasionally, very occasionally,
seafood.
We'll have seafood.
Yeah, like
yeah. How's that been for us so far?
That's been good. I mean, the thing about it is that first of all, we were vegetarians some years back, like in college, so we had experienced that before.
Right.
And then we decided not to be vegetarians. I don't even know why.
I think we just pulled up on Burger King one day.
And then that was it.
Saw the Whopper was 99 cents.
Yeah, 99 cents, and that was it. That was all she wrote. No, but I really don't know. But at any rate, we post college and all that stuff, we've always had a appetite for like vegetarian food or vegan food. Yeah. We'll go to a restaurant, and before we decided not to, to cut the meat out, and we would just get a veggie burger just because we would just do it. So we've kind of always ate like that for some time anyway. And then I think Babe kind of here recently, he was listening to some music, and you want to talk about that?
It's an artist by the name of Stickman from the group Dead Prez, the hip hop group. If you remember, they got this song, it's bigger than hip hop. It's probably playing in the background right now as I'm talking. But him and his wife, I think he is a part of Dead Prez. They still perform, but him and his wife are now more focused on healthy living, health. In general, wellness, holistic health, just getting back to the natural order of things. And so I think they've been vegans for a few years now, and now he's created a music form called Fit Hop, where it's hip hop lyrics, but it's got fitness infused content. So if you have an opportunity, just Google Stickman of Dead Prez. And he's got a mixtape out now called The 10th Element. And it's just talking about hip hop reaching that 10th element, which is like another level of hip hop, where there's the golden age, where that was your classic KRS-One, Run DMC, that was like the golden age of hip hop. And then you've got the 2000s, of course, the 90s, and then the 2000s, which was the more hip hop going more pop. And then the way they're making it is that there's a green element. So just saying that next higher consciousness of hip hop, because hip hop has just been always about raising the consciousness of people in general, and talking about what's going on, and using the art form of rap, which is basically poetry, to elevate consciousness. So anyways, the mixtape was super dope, and some of the artists that were on there, some of the content, things that they were talking about, for one, it was refreshing because we are 80s babies, and so the music of today, I'm not gonna knock it because that's fine. I'm not gonna knock it. Baby can knock it, but the music.
Some of it, not all of it.
Some of it. The music of today is just
different.
Well, because I'm sure people said that about our particular age, but I feel like it was a huge focus on what was said versus what the beat was or how the beat sounded. Because a lot of times, at least for me, growing up in H-Town, we was chopped and screwed and all that, and I enjoyed that aspect of it, but I too was seeking lyrics, knowledge. I wanted to learn something by listening to this person, because in my family, we didn't go hardly anywhere. So the places that I would go mentally and in my imagination were based on, some of the artists that I listened to. So I always wanted to go to California because of Ice Cube. Today was a good day. Just waking up in the morning, God, thank God. I don't know, but today seems kind of hot. I told my mom, no, don't cook a breakfast with no hog. And, all that kind of stuff. Or, the East Coast, East Coast rap, I don't know. Help me out with an East Coast song.
Growing up?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know, because I I was in a very strict household growing up. We didn't listen to certain music.
Wu-Tang. Cash rules everything around me. Cream, get the money. Dollar bills. You know, had me wanting to go to New York, or even to take it even further. Outkast had us wanting to go. Your ATL and oh man, I bet they all like that in LA. They all look like Andre 3000. But so my point is that the music in our time and before was telling a story and taking you places. Now,
out of your where you were at the time.
Some of it was just about violence, but a lot of it was storytelling. The art of storytelling. And Outkast has a song called that, by the way. And so now I feel like it's just about it's more of a business. It's more of a an opportunistic society. It's more what I got and what you don't got, and how my life is great and how your life is horrible, and I'll take your gal and I'll take your man. I don't care if you're married. It's just like it's just like,
where's the art in it all?
Where's the art? Yeah, what is it? You know, and so how the dudes looking like. Let me put it like this: the way that guys in hip hop videos today dress and carry themselves, and with the fingernail painting and all that stuff, like 10, 12 years ago, you'd have been chased out of your hood or whatever the way you dress. And so I just feel like a lot of where hip hop is today, I feel like it's not influenced by us, but it's influenced by people that don't understand the culture of hip hop, but they bring their experiences to hip hop and say, well, give this a try, or let's put this. It just seems like it's trying to push a certain agenda.
Yeah, exactly.
You take that how you choose to.
Yeah, definitely. So you were bringing it up because of dead prayers and Stickman and their health and all that, and being vegetarians. Being
vegetarians, I'm sorry. Thank you. I got into my rant.
Look, I was trying to remember too, like, what were we talking about? We do that. Oh, this is real, y'all. We do that all the time. Yeah. But,
so anyways, thank you, sweetie. So anyways, with the particular mixtape, the entire album is just about healthy living, wellness, taking care of yourself, different foods that you should be eating. And it's just like, it's always a great thing when I feel like I was ignorant about something, but after I listened to a certain song, I learned about something, or at least I got a foundation of knowledge that I can further research for my own self.
Exactly, and go from there.
And go from there. And so, there was so many songs on there that just talked about different foods that are out there, different fruits that are out there. Jackfruit, I didn't know what jackfruit was prior to listening to that mixtape. And we ended up buying jackfruit and trying jackfruit. We still have, because we bought a huge one. We still have some of it frozen. And just like, just introducing ourselves and introducing our daughter to better food choices. And so there was a song on there by KRS-One, because it's a mixtape, by the way, guys. So it's free. Look it up, 10th Element of Hip Hop mixtape. And I'll probably put the link somewhere in the video. But there was a song by KRS-One. It was an old song, but they used it on the mixtape, and he was just talking about meat in general and how meat is packaged and shipped to you, and some of the chemicals that you're exposed to by eating certain meats. And even taking it on a deeper level, he talked about the spiritual consequences of consuming the flesh of another animal. And we're not here to preach to anybody and say, if you eat meat, you're a horrible person, you're going to hell. That's not my point. But what I will say is, if you look outside, if you look at today's kids, and some of the foods that are out here, it's doing something to our kids. Childhood obesity is at an all-time high because of sugary foods, meat that's pumped with all kind of hormones, processed foods. They call it GMO foods. And you notice that kids today are unhealthy,
overdeveloped,
obese, And I think about myself. I had a mustache in the 5th grade, and I had a goatee in the 6th grade and a mustache in the 5th grade. I'm almost certain that the food that we were eating up until that point had something to do with my personal overdevelopment. So I did. I had a mustache in the 5th
I know.
grade.
I'm laughing because you always tell us, and it just makes me laugh because I'm just like 5th grade. But
Yes.
I remember when I was in the classroom, like we would see like the 4th graders and the 5th graders. Those kids were taller than we were as teachers. Not all of us, but a lot of us. They were literally taller than us. I mean, it was just, and it was funny because you would almost have to be like, excuse me, like they were so big and over us that they didn't even notice us in some cases, some of myself and the colleagues. So yeah.
Yeah, no. So I mean, I just kind of feel like, a lot of what he was talking about in the song, it's true. When you talk about high cholesterol, high blood pressure, diabetes, heart disease, all sorts of stuff that are happening today. And we have to say, well, what's the common denominator?
That's right.
It's the food that we eat.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Specifically in Houston has I think one of the largest number of restaurants per capita in the entire United States. We got more restaurants here than we have, I don't know, churches, schools.
Schools.
And so that is, that can be a good thing, because with all those options, there's very few health conscious options.
That's true.
It's more, fried foods and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And so listening to the song, I knew right then and there, I'd already been kind of thinking like, man, whenever we eat a burger, because I love burgers. I'm a burger guy. I haven't been too much of a red meat person, but I would eat a regular burger.
Yeah, occasionally. It depends. Like, for example, in our neighborhood, like, it's been a lot of new burger joints that would open up recently. So we would not, like, I never, when I go grocery shopping or if we go together, I never buy beef. Like, I don't think I've ever bought it in my adult life, as a matter of fact. I always would buy turkey and make burgers like that. Right. Yet instead, we would still, sometime we would sample, a certain type of burger, new place that was opening up, and we would, it might be like, they say it was grass-fed, for example, type of beef, or sometimes they would get the buffalo burger and stuff like that, but at the end of the day, we knew that it wasn't anything that we really, we never bought it, so why are we eating it when we go out to a restaurant? And when Babe was like, he just came to me and he's like, babe, you know what, how do you feel about us going vegetarian? And naturally I was just like, okay, cool, let's do it.
Yeah. Babe's always been a team player when it comes to stuff like that. Yeah,
I mean, anything that's going to make us better. And I had already known, he had been telling me about the music and letting me hear it and stuff like that, so I already knew. And, it was...
when I get my mind focused on the newest thing, you really can't tell me nothing. Yeah. Let's go. Let's do it.
Yeah, but with the support of me, because he's very giving as well. It's not like, it's just my way or the highway, he's not like that. But it's more of, well, how do you feel about this? And like I said, we didn't even really have to talk about it, although we did. But we talked about it, and it was so funny because, of course, Liv has ate, she's had chicken, no pork, no beef.
Never had pork.
Yeah,
no beef,
no,
ever.
Yeah, ever. And she's had seafood. So yeah, those are the two things. Oh, and turkey. She used to like turkey sausage. I would make that for her a lot.
We love some Chick-fil-A.
Yes. Oh yeah. That's the one place
Chick-fil-A
I will say.
Clutch.
Everything else, whatever. But Chick-fil-A, oh my goodness. Yeah. But anyway,
that was hard.
Yeah, that was a little challenging. But Liv, we had to, of course she's only 3, but for her to have had chicken and it's funny too, because let me just say this. She would get normal chicken, but then we would also feed her veggie chicken as well. So she was kind of getting both. And sometimes it was funny, we would maybe be eating, like the real chicken and give her the veggie chicken. So she was kind of used to both anyway. Right. But then we told her, we sat her down and said, babe, we decided that we're going to give up meat, and we explained to her the reason why, and how we felt it would be healthier for our bodies and make us stronger and, have more energy and things of that nature, because we were substituting for more plant-based, healthier options. And, so she understood it, she understands the ideal of being healthy and being fit and exercising, and I have to attribute my babe to that so much, because when after we had Liv, and Liv was a little baby, Babe was like, before I could what was it? No, I waited to exercise coming back, but once I was able to exercise, I didn't want to go to the gym and leave my child. I couldn't at any rate at that time. Remember, she was too young. So Babe would take we would go outside and we would put Liv in her little chair, and she would be sitting there watching us exercise. And
in our driveway.
In our driveway, and Babe would be just taking me through drills and things of that nature. And she's always known fitness, so she loves to exercise. And so I just thank God for my husband and just him having that mindset, because she was just exercising earlier.
She was squatting. She took my foam roller that I used to foam roll after workouts, and she just started squatting it. And then she had little muscles too.
She really does. Yeah, she does push-ups, sit-ups. I mean, all type of stuff. And like, she literally would come to us and be like, "I want to. Can you put on an exercise video for me?" Like, she enjoys it.
We do yoga at home. Yoga, Chaz yoga. Hey guys, Bae had gum in her mouth, and
I'm sorry.
it had disintegrated to the point that she could not.
I could not talk.
She couldn't talk. She said. So, anyway, what we were saying is, I was talking about Liv, our daughter Liberty, wanting to just, Bae was saying about how active she is, and I was saying that we do yoga at home. We exercise. I mean, and the thing is this, with the whole transition to and changing our diet and transition to plant-based, I feel like eventually we'll become vegan because I'm sure that's just going to be the natural order of things. But we don't put, because Instagram will get you in trouble. Instagram will have you just...
Tell us, babe.
Instagram, let me tell you something. Instagram is great for keeping in touch with what's going on in the world. You almost don't need to watch the news because I've known about virtually every news-related issue that affects me in current events from Instagram timeline, my feed. And so the other thing about Instagram, which I feel like is part of the reason why we're very limited, by the way, in our social media connections. We have never been Facebookers. We've had it for some of the other business endeavors that we both had, that we did together. But as far as like getting on Facebook and having friends on Facebook, for us, that has just not been something that we've wanted to be a part of. And we'll talk about it, I'm sure, in another video, another conversation before bed. But with Instagram, we felt like Instagram from the jump street. At first, it was Twitter, and I've always been a social media guy. I'm big on marketing. Marketing is my background, and so social media was like the next big thing. And so, even yet and still knowing that we're very late to the game in a lot of areas because we let other people be the first ones to do it, and then we jump on it. So anyways, I was big on Twitter, not so much tweeting because I was like, well, what am I talking about? But I had a piece of pancake today.
A piece of pancake.
I rolled over a squirrel on the road. It just wasn't a big deal I wasn't a tweeter. But I liked to see other people's tweets. And again, it was a current events, a way to stay hip. So I got on it, then I convinced my babe to get on it. And the thing about Babe is that, as she said, we're very private people. And so it's been very beneficial to be like this, by the way. It works for us. It may not work for you, but it works for us. So your mileage may vary. But with Instagram, one of the things that I was able to convince Babe with is that, you control who sees you. You control who you see. So if you don't want to give certain access to the world, or you don't want to see certain things in the world, you control that. Facebook wasn't so much like that. I think now they're a lot more tightened, with things. But Facebook was like, you could just get on there and just see somebody you went to school with in 5th grade. As long as you remember their name, type it in.
And that's one thing I didn't like. I mean, I think I have a friend, I think that she said she was able to put like maybe her middle name or something, but with Instagram, I do like that you can put like a different type of name, because I remember like at one point we were open, but then people started finding us, and I didn't really like that because, especially if I don't know you in real life, if I know you in real life, but we're just kind of like acquaintances,
Right.
I didn't like that you had access to my life. And what I started to notice is that a lot of people would get on what I felt to be kind of nosy because they were not active participants in Instagram, meaning, posting pictures or liking pictures or whatever have you. Because for me, that's what it's about. It's to actually
engaging.
Yeah, engaging to be. That's why it's social media, so you can socialize. And so we eventually went private, and like we have private pages that you guys probably didn't know about, but we just work off of the family else. So it's like with our own personal pages, we're able to put things that we would not put on the family else,
Political views.
Yeah, things like that. Yeah, and just for me, it's mainly more private, in-depth pictures. That I have people that I've been on Instagram with for like several years that are kind of like, online family. They're able to see things. A lot of stuff with Liv, seeing her growth, and stuff like that. But I wouldn't put that on the family L just because, I struggled for a while even putting Liv out there in general. And Babe will tell you, you didn't even see what Liv looked like in the face till after she was 1 year old, because I just felt a little uncomfortable having our child out like that, and just kind of
it's a lot of sick people
predator
in the world.
and all that type of stuff. It had to do with that. So, but then we prayed about it and we kind of got over it. So we're a lot looser now, But it's certain things that I still wouldn't want to put out there for anyone to be able to see, So, but at any rate, y'all, we're gonna get to the point so we don't want this to be an hour long. But as Babe was talking about, with the meat and everything, I think we brought that up because we were talking about we went to Bed Bath & Beyond and all that type of stuff, and that was awesome. And
well, let me just say this: that it's been about 2 months since we've been plant-based. I will say that I've lost about 15 pounds, I believe. Because the scale is kind of tricky,
you know how that goes.
Water weight, it could be, any number of things. But I will say that I do feel a lot lighter. My energy level, because I have a very high-paced, high-octane career, and so I do feel like I do have more energy in general. I don't feel as bloaty, like when we go out to eat and we come home and stuff like that, be super bloaty and just we also don't have as many. I mean, this might be a TMI moment, but we don't have any regularity problems.
Yeah, we don't. Before
which was an issue.
It was an issue, not necessarily the regularity part, but just the way it comes out, TMI. But I told Babe that the other day, remember? Because y'all, after I had Liv, and you moms out there may be able to relate, like, it was just different after having Liv. It was so different as it relates to bowel movements and things like that. Yeah. And so I never had any problems before her, but then afterward, it was just different, Yeah. And I was telling Babe just recently, I was like, Babe, I haven't had any problems. He was like, me either. So it's been awesome. And like Babe was saying, like, as far as weight loss, I'm not sure with myself really, but I can tell in inches with different things. Like I had on some jeans today. I was just telling Babe these jeans, and they were getting baggy on me, whereas they normally fit really well. Now they're baggy, and I'm upset about that, honestly, because I love these jeans. But in the same breath, I think it's good because it's like, okay, it's showing that what we're doing is leading us to a path that's gonna make us healthier. Yeah,
and when we had health scares, or I had a couple of health scares not too long ago, and just some areas that my doctor's like, yo, Moab, boom, 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 boom. If you don't do boom, 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 it's gonna be boom, 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 boom. So I said, we don't need
boom, 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 boom.
Yeah, so I'm like, yes, sir. And so I think for men specifically, we like to believe that we're Superman, and we like to believe that nothing will affect us, but it's so important, especially when you have family, to make sure you're taking care of yourself, because 9 times out of 10 you're probably the provider, or of course working with your spouse as co-providers, and it's very important to find out what's going on with you. That way you can deal with it before it even becomes a problem.
That's right.
If you have health insurance, get your free checkup once a year as a man. Women do the well woman exam once a year, and it's like second nature to you.
It
you
is,
just go,
yeah, every
you know.
year, yeah.
But for men, you know, it's just something that we got to get better with, specifically men of color, because we just don't like to hear that we're not Superman, but it's okay. You are still Superman to someone.
That's right.
So, thank you.
You're welcome.
So, anyways, guys, this is going to be the end of our particular pilot.
Yeah.
Hopefully, you guys that are tuned in can provide some feedback, maybe questions you've always wanted to ask us. That's what the comment section is for. Jump in, you know, let's talk about it, and we'll be back with you guys with another episode of Conversations.
Or is it going to be conversing? Which one?
I like conversations.
Okay,
before
so
bed.
conversations before bed.
Yeah, I don't know. Conversing before bed is a proper use of the grammar, English grammar. I don't know.
It is.
It is.
We can use either or.
Oh.
It just depends on what we want. Conversing, because you're just talking before bed, or conversations before bed. Either one.
How about kikiing before bed?
I like conversations
Before bed.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Peace.
Peace. Thank you for watching. Bye.
All right.